Welcome to Traveler's Tales. I am your host, Greg Alonzo. Today I will be your guide through history as we take a look at the Hittites, Egypt's nemesis. Before we begin, just a reminder that we post new videos every Tuesday and Friday. Don't forget to hit the little bell icon to be notified each time we post new videos. Mythology tells us one thing, while archaeology tells us another. The Hittites were an Anatolian people who played an important role in establishing an empire centered in Hattusa in north-central Anatolia, around 1680 before the Common Era. With regard to language, the Hittites spoke a distinct member of the Anatolian branch of Indo-European family. The language is closely related to Luwian, the oldest attested Indo-European language. The Hittites referred to their language as Nesali. The Hittites called their kingdom Hattusa, a name received from the Hattians, an earlier people who inhabited the region. The name Hittites is due to their initial identification with the biblical Hittites in 19th century archaeology. The history of the Hittite civilization is known mostly from cuneiform texts found in the area of their kingdom and diplomatic and commercial correspondence, such as documents that have been found in the archives of Assyria, Babylonia, and Egypt. From these documents and archaeological digs, we have learned that the empire reached its height under the reign of Suppiluliuma I, when it encompassed an area that included most of Anatolia, as well as parts of the northern Levant and upper Mesopotamia. The beginnings of the Hittite kingdom are shrouded in myth and legend. Surrounded by warring Arzawa, a Luwian state, Mesopotamian and Hurrian kingdoms, the Hittites knew that they needed to immediately wage war on their adversaries. Led by their ruthless king Hattusili, the Hittites conquered and plundered their surrounding lands in eastern Anatolia and western Syria. Eventually, the Hittites came into conflict with both the Egyptians and the Mitanni. The latter two then formed an uneasy alliance with the hope of safeguarding them from the threat of Hittite advancement. The Hittites proved to be their arch-nemesis because of their superior iron weapons. At one time, it was believed that the Hittites were the first to smelt iron. However, the view of such a Hittite monopoly has come under scrutiny and is no longer the scholarly consensus. One advantage that the Hittite military had was strategy and implementing battlefield tactics. The Hittites were especially adept at employing their chariots, which led them to many victories. Under the reign of Suppiluliuma, the Hittites took control of Mitanni, who had been reduced to vassalage by the Assyrians. They also defeated Carchemish, another Amorite city-state. These victories left Suppiluliuma the supreme power broker in the region. Only Assyria and Egypt had any hope of challenging the Hittite onslaught. It was not long before Egypt was seeking an alliance by marriage with Suppiluliuma's sons to the widow of Tutankhamun. However, those in the Egyptian court who opposed such a move saw to it that the Hittite prince was murdered before reaching his final destination. As the Hittite Empire continued to grow in strength and size, it was inevitable that they would clash with Egypt. Since Hittite prosperity was mostly dependent on control of trade routes and metal sources in northern Syria, defense of the area was crucial. Hittite domination in this area was soon put to the test by Egyptian expansion under Pharaoh Ramesses II. The two armies clashed at Kadesh. The outcome of the battle was uncertain, though it seems that the timely arrival of Egyptian reinforcements prevented a total Hittite victory. The Egyptians forced the Hittites to take refuge in the fortress of Kadesh, but their own losses prevented them from sustaining a siege. However, after Kadesh, the power of both the Egyptians and the Hittites began to wane. This was primarily due to the continued rise and power of the Assyrians. This brings us to the end of part 1 of the Hittites, Egypt's nemesis. Thank you for joining us for this edition of Traveler's Tales. As a reminder, we post new videos every Tuesday and Friday. Don't forget to hit the little bell icon to be notified each time we post new videos. For your convenience, we have also posted our email address and Instagram information. If you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe to Traveler's Tales. This really is the best way to help our channel grow. Traveler's Tales will return with part 2 of the Hittites, Egypt's Nemesis. Until we meet again at the crossroads of folklore and history, Kartistos.